Okay. All right. So this is the fourth video today. Boy, you're getting some good information today. All right. So I alluded to this, what I wanted to do, and have you guys watch a video on YouTube and tell me what you think about this one individual. Now, the reason why I want you to do this, and I'm trying to keep this on track because I will get way off track if I keep talking. And I'm trying to, like the last couple of days, I'm trying to think about how to present it. And every time I did, I got way off track. I'm talking about something completely different. So I'm going to try to keep this very quickly on track. And this is, I mean, I'm laughing now, but the story I'm going to tell you is not funny at all. And it's a true story. I know firsthand because I was there when it happened. And I know a lot about this story. And it's on a YouTube channel. I think it was the BBC. I'm not sure. But it was one of the British networks that had a TV show called Murder in the Family. And basically, it told the story of an Englishman who went to Hong Kong. Now, what I'm going to tell you is going to be a little bit disturbing. So if you don't want to hear about a murder, please don't watch this, okay? Because this is going to be very disturbing, okay? Well, it could be disturbing to some. Okay, so anyway, so what happened was this guy went to Hong Kong to work for an IT firm. And he met an underage working girl. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. Underage working girl. All right, so he flew to the Philippines and he found out that he really liked it there. Now, he's not an angel. And if you watch the video, he's not going to be presented. He's going to be presented in a very good light. He's not going to be presented some of the stuff that he really did. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. So he moved to the Philippines, and allegedly she moved to the Philippines too. And I also found out this recently. I didn't know this until about 6 months ago. And like I said, this happened about 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. Wow, time flies. So basically, she was working at one of the bars in the Philippines, allegedly. And I was told by a very reliable source that knew her. Because I said, because I wanted to ask a question about something about how, after watching the video, I wanted to ask about how she treated other people. And I was told that the way they presented her talking to other people was not really accurate. And that's when they told me that she worked at this one bar. And if you watch the video and you see the girls dancing in a bar, that's the bar right there. All right, so he decided that, hey, there's a lot of guys that come here and they leave. Why don't we open a website? And the website's name was jadecool.com, and I'll put it right there. And basically, it's nothing like you see now. If you go to the site, it's nothing like you see right now. Basically, it was a virtual bar. So there was a membership you could get into, and there was 3 or 4 rooms. You could chat to the girls, you could watch the girls dance, and you could private chat. So this was one of the original cam websites out there. And so this is about the time that 9/11 happened. About the time 9/11, I made a post on a message board that the only business in the Philippines that I knew of that was making money would have been this website. And when I did, all these other businessmen in the Philippines, and this is where I'm getting off, so I'm not going to go into that. A lot of the bar businessmen in the Philippines asked me to come and help them create businesses in the Philippines where they would make money. And so when I went there, I was actually given a tour of this building. And they wanted to know what they could do to actually make more money. And I told them, well, you need to get these girls to go to the beach, do a monthly photo shoot with the girls. You need to have guys being able to buy stuff for these girls, like a web shop. And, and says you'll increase your profit by X amount of dollars. Well, I had no idea how much they were making at the time. Okay. That's where I was going to get off, because I was going to talk about all the other businessmen, but I'll do that in another video. So basically, he was making $10,000 a month off of this website. and he was giving her $1,500 a month spending money. Now, when she turned 18, possibly 19, they got married. So he waited till she became legal age to marry her. And he was giving her all this money. And they had 2 children. And during this time, she had an affair with a Filipino security guard at the complex they lived in. And the two were constantly bickering. I mean, the husband and wife were constantly bickering. And so he moved to Manila to start up another website and some other stuff down there. And she did not want to go because her boyfriend was in the complex. So she was spending the $1,500 a month on him. So basically, he went up there and found out that she was not taking care of the children. They were not being fed. They were not being bathed. They had lice. They were supposed to be going to private school. They weren't going. And pretty much what he didn't know was she was having sex with the security guard in front of the children. And so the brother-in-law was very angry about this and told her, look, this guy is taking care of you. He's giving you more money than you'll ever make working by yourself. You need to cut it off with that security guard and be loyal to your husband. And that just infuriated her more. So he came up and found out the children were not being taken care of, so he cut her off. No more money financially. And she went down there to argue with him. While she was down there, she stole the keys to his apartment. Went back to Angeles City and told the security guard, the brother-in-law, and another guy, go kill my husband. Basically, what she wanted to do was take over the entire business so she could get the $1,500 a month back. But she knew he had a lot more money than that coming in. So she thought she could take over the entire business and make about $10,000 a month. So they readily agreed to do it. So she took him to Manila one night and gave them the keys, showed them what door it was, walked to the car and sat down. They went in, and unbeknownst to them, the husband had one of his best friends over for the night, was staying in the guest bedroom. And this isn't in the video either. There was a girl staying with his best friend that night. I don't know if it was the guy's girlfriend or did he just pick her up that night or whatever. But they ran into that room first and pulled a gun on his best friend and was going to kill him. And the brother-in-law said, no, this is not the guy. And the security guy goes, yeah, it's not the guy. So they ran into the other bedroom and shot the husband like 5 times in the chest and killed him. And they ran out. Basically, he was trying to get a hold of the wife. Her name's Evelyn. Tried to get a hold of her for like 8-10 hours, and she would not answer the phone. She turned the phone off. Just totally turned the phone off. And then when she found out, turned it on, he told her she's just hysteric. Oh, my husband. So the police came, and they did not want to do anything because they thought it was a rival bar owner and a foreigner fight, and they did not want to get involved in it. Even though the best friend knew who 2 of the culprits were, because they did not wear masks, and they were well known to him because he's been there and he's seen them. He knew them. So the mother came to the Philippines and started to do an investigation and paid the police something like $10,000 to find the people who murdered her son. And basically she was putting gas in their motorcycles, she was putting gas in their cars, she was paying them to go interview people. And finally his friend came forward and says, these are the 2 people that were in the room that night. And they went and talked to the brother-in-law, and he was not going to let her get away with it. He spilled the beans and told the whole story. So winds up that she was arrested, the boyfriend was arrested, the brother-in-law was arrested, and the 3rd guy was arrested. The brother-in-law went to state's evidence, and he got away with it. They dropped all charges just to be the state witness. The men got 30 years. I believe she got 40, or she got 30, they got 20. So she got 10 more years than the other two. And basically reason why I'm telling you this is because I was asked, is Azan being honest when he talks? Well, one thing you notice, Azan couldn't look at Rosalie in the eyes. He couldn't look into his sister and mother in the eye because of what happened. Is he being honest? I really don't know. I hope he's honest, and I do know that some guys who flirt with a lot of women, talk with a lot of women, once they're busted from their girlfriend, they do stop because the girlfriend rules. And in this case, Nicole's giving him a lot of money. And the reason why I'm really telling you this story is because if you watch the video and you listen to her talk about her relationship with her husband, you tell me if she's guilty or innocent. Because I know she was guilty. I watched the video and I was almost convinced that she wasn't. If I didn't know the whole story, I would have been like, oh no, this girl's telling the truth. She was guilty. Oh, bad guilty. So please watch the video, and you can leave your comments down below what you think about what happened there. And yeah, I do know a lot about this case, and it was really devastating when I heard it. All right, thank you, everybody. Peace out.